festive as shit today. First things first, we're gonna need some ingredients. We're gonna need some flour. We're gonna need some buttermilk. We're gonna need some honey. We're gonna need some... What the fuck are you? We're gonna need some baking powder. We're gonna need some milk. He needs some milk! You're gonna need some very cold butter. You're gonna need some adobo. You're gonna need some salt. And you're gonna need some breakfast sausage. Also gonna need some black pepper. Alright, so for sausage gravy biscuits, it's not gonna be good if you don't got your biscuits right. I'm gonna make Alyssa's famous buttermilk biscuits. I know I have another video showing you this, but we're gonna do it comedy style. So first thing you need to do is you need to go preheat your oven and do it to 425. Next, you gotta take some very cold butter, preferably frozen, and you gotta grate the whole stick. Whatcha, whatcha. Keep the change, you filthy animal. It's getting slippery. That's what she said. Okay, now that we've got our butter grated, we're gonna put this in the fridge because it's gotta stay cold or else it'll just mess up the whole thing, just believe me. Now, in a bowl, sift 2.5 cups flour. Jingle bell, rock. Put that cookie down! Hi, how you doing? Good to see you. Okay, to your flour, now you have to add 2 tablespoons of baking powder. And then we're also going to need a teaspoon of salt. And 1. Oh! 2. And now a teaspoon of salt. Now, mix it together. Good enough. Okay, now take your cold butter. Now, cooperate. Take cold butter, add it to your flour mixture. Get all that butter goodness in there. Now, we're going to stir it into our flour. And what it's going to do is create all these little tiny butter flour clumpy bits. Break it up. If you need to, get a fork and this motion. You know what I mean. Don't look at me like that. It's the holidays. Alright, once your butter is incorporated, now we're going to add some buttermilk to this guy. You're going to need 1 cup and 3 tablespoons. What? Don't even. I don't make the buttermilk biscuit rules. You just need 1 cup and 3 tablespoons. Just listen to me. A 1, a 2, a 3. Yeah. Good enough. Happy Christmas. It's the best time of the year. Alright, now you're going to need some honey. And we're just going to do a nice old drizzle in there. Now, we're going to stir this together until it just starts to come together. And then we're going to put it out on the counter. And we're going to make like a biscuit loaf. You'll see. Now, the trick with biscuits is that you just don't want to overdo anything with them. Okay, you see how it's just starting to come together? It's countertop time. It's turbo time! I hope y'all are appreciating all these Christmas quotes because even if you're not, I don't care because I'm having fun. Let it snow, let it snow, let it snow. And now we're going to turn our biscuit dough up. We're going in. Get mix into a rectangle. With this, you're going to fold it in this way and then fold it in this way, kind of like an envelope. Now we're only going to do this step 3 times. So once you've done it this way, all I'm going to do is now fold it towards myself like this. And then, like that. Beautiful. Alright, in your cast iron pan, take some already softened butter, and we're just going to give this guy a nice generous coating of butter. Now, depending on what size biscuits you like, you can cut them up however you like. I have this glass. This glass makes the perfect size round biscuits. As close to the edge as possible, stamp that bad boy out. Oh yeah, so they look just like that. And then put them in your prepared pan. Jingle bell, jingle bell, jingle bell rock. Just look at that. Alright, now, these bad boys are going in our preheated oven that's preheated to 425, and these are going to bake for 15 minutes. Now, while those guys are in the oven, we're going to start the sausage gravy part. Change the scenery. Okay, now, to your pot and pan of choice, whatever you want to use, we're going to add our breakfast sausage. First step is we're going to brown this guy and break it up real good. Alright, now, once your sausage is brown, there's actually not a whole lot of grease in this pan, so I'm going to add a couple tablespoons of butter. We're going to let that melt. Okay, now, once your butter's melted, we're going to add some flour. I'm going to be honest, I don't measure this ever. I just eyeball it. Just going to give everything a really good coating in here. That looks good. So once your sausage starts kind of clumping all together like that, we're going to cook this for a minute or so to cook out the flour. Okay, Okay, now once you kind of cook down the flour in it a little bit, we're going to go ahead and add milk, and we're just going to add a bit at a time. Now, if I had to guess how much flour I used for this, it was maybe half a cup. And now, we're just going to keep adding milk until it's the consistency that you like. Alright, for now, that looks good, but we're going to let this simmer, and as it simmers, it's going to thicken a little bit more. I like to keep my sausage gravy biscuits fairly simple. You can season to taste with whatever you want. I just like to use a little bit of adobo to taste, depending on how salty the sausage was, and lots of black pepper. Remember, when you think you have enough black pepper, add more black pepper. Oh, just like that. Okay, so you got your bowl with some melted butter in it. We're going to take a little bit of honey. Like that. And give this a good mix. Just lightly go over your biscuits. And this is how you make Elissa's famous buttermilk biscuits. And voila! There you have it, folks. Elissa's famous sausage gravy biscuits. Let's give it a test. Thank you guys for another request. You guys have been keeping me busy.